So with the Demon Slayer movie coming out this week, I thought I would talk about my experience with the show before I head off to the movies. It took me a year, but I finally got around to watching Demon Slayer. In this review, I aim to answer the question that plagues my mind. Demon Slayer. Is it overhyped? Let's find out. Demon Slayer is about Kamado Tanjiro, whose family is massacred by demons and his sister Nezuko is turned into a demon. Tanjiro begins training to become a Demon Slayer and seek out the one who took his family from him, while also trying to find a way to turn Nezuko back into a human. I think that's a pretty good summary. If you haven't seen the show by now, it's probably on you. Moving on. So I went in this show not knowing anything. The only thing I knew is that every time I went to Hot Topic, Spencer's Box Lunch, or literally anywhere, I would see this show. For a year, I denied it a chance, but I finally did, and let's just say, I am more than pleased. Let's start with Tanjiro as a main character. He is fantastic. He didn't have this invincible plot armor the whole time and was constantly getting his throat kicked in, but he never gave up and always kept getting back up and getting in the game. I admire him for that. I also admire that he put the time and effort to achieve his level. It took him 2 years to get to the level that he's at now when Nezuko woke up. It wasn't gifted to him, and he didn't solve things with the power of friendship. He solved them by getting his butt in gear and training and doing something about it. Now, it must be said that I'm not into this type of fighting shonen anime. You all know this. If you know my taste, I'm more of a rom-com and supernatural type person with a heavy helping of slice of life. However, Demon Slayer was refreshing. I don't know if it was the brilliant voice acting, the comedy, the absolutely flawless animation, or the characters that made it work, but it just all worked so well together. It is, in a few words, perfectly balanced. I would like to add that it is cool to see an anime that is set in the Taisho period. This is when new technology was entering Japan and the samurai were all but gone. The clash of old and new is what Japan is about to this day. So it was really cool, and I just wanted to throw that in there. I enjoyed that each demon had a reason for its anger. Each one had a sob story. Well, I guess I shouldn't say sob story because honestly, I felt bad for them. They gave depth to characters that would otherwise be considered plot developers. They became part of the story, and I think Demon Slayer drove that point home perfectly. I do have some issues with it though. Well, I guess I should say one big problem. Zainsu. Like, really? Really? We're really gonna do this? And the story was getting so good. Now we have this blubbering mess of a Demon Slayer to drag along. Honestly, when he was introduced, it brings the story to a screeching halt. As if they're trying to force the comedy, and it just fits like a mismatched puzzle piece. Like, yeah, he's extremely powerful, but he kind of hurts the story more than he helps. Before you all go cray in the comments, I will point out that after Zainsu has his revelation, he becomes useful and good addition to the story. However, I would have done his character as a kudere personality and made Inosuke the comedic relief, and have Zainsu extremely annoyed by him and constantly brushing him off with his immense power. That would have been awesome. I still partially I like him more than I dislike him now, but at the same time I feel bad for him. I guess that's the part of his character that people connect with, and if you do, good for you. I mean, I'll take 1,000 Zainsus over one Yota. Yeah, I'm still tripping over the day I became a god. Deal with it. Anyway, if you overlook Zainsu in the first half, is the show good? No. It's freaking perfect. It was beautiful to watch and has a bingeable story that will make you keep saying one more episode. It is fantastic. Now, separate question. Is it overhyped? Unfortunately, I'd say yes. Now, don't get all mad at me and just let me explain, okay? You see, after seeing it everywhere on every shirt, mug, socks, and hat, I mean, I get that's the point. When something becomes popular, merchandise jump on it like crazy, but I was overwhelmed with it, so I brushed it off as a phase that would be gone soon. After I realized that wasn't going to happen, I thought there might be more to it, and there was. But I have to say that as far as anime goes, people watch this because I think it's on Netflix or something and say it's the best anime ever, with the only anime, if any, in their pocket being Naruto, Attack on Titan, My Hero Academia, you know, those types of shows. It's a good show for those who aren't into anime, if that makes sense. If it doesn't, let me put it this way. My parents do not watch anime, okay? They support my love of it, but they do not watch it themselves. I was actually able to convince them to watch Demon Slayer, and they loved it. In fact, they are going to go see the movie a day before I get to. How messed up is that? One thing I love most about Demon Slayer is that it has an end. It's an actual story. It's not some plot filler, drawn out, one-dimensional story looking at you, One Piece. It genuinely has a beginning, middle, and ending. And I love that. That is what is going to keep me watching and possibly reading this series. While I'm pretty sure I can predict how it will end, it's still going to be one of the best rides I've ever been on. So, in conclusion, is Demon Slayer the best anime ever? Not in my book. Maybe top 20, but god dang it does it put on one of the most spectacular performances I have ever seen. Thank y'all so much for watching. Let me know what you thought of Demon Slayer in the comments down below. And are you gonna go see the movie? Because I am. In IMAX. Gonna be sick! Alright, I'm out. Peace. See ya.